We hold these truths to be self-evident. Our right to freedom, our land, and our way of life. We will die for what we believe in. We cannot be stopped. We will never back down. Because a life without freedom is not a life worth living. Give us liberty, or give us death.
各位观众朋友，大家好，欢迎来到下期工作室，我是抹茶。今天要来玩《刺客教条3》，没有错。为什么会来玩这个教条3？因为我在前阵子看到，就是说好像什么周年庆蛙哥什么之类的免费，然后想到好吧，不然再玩玩看。那好，我们废话不多说，我们就开始吧。开始新游戏。存档点吗？好哦。然后我的英文好了。
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
教条3》是在讲美国独立战争时期。
We're here.
这是主角嘛？为什么他头上都会有一条一条的？啊，没了。对啊，这应该就是我们主角了，没有错。
Let's go.
好像有点卡卡的。哦，可以动。等一下，我看一下哦。不能按。好吧，算了，走吧。敏捷度有点高啊。可以跑吗？不行，只能用走。为什么要来这个洞穴？哦，好像有人来过哦。街头涂鸦客。
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
门开了。哪有影片呢？拼图。古代的科技又这么发达。这是什么啊？传送门之类的吗？可以走进去就对了。我看到了，是不是又可以放苹果的地方？
The key. You must find the key.
我必须找到钥匙。什么钥匙啊
Son?
魂之类的东西。
Here we go again.
哦，昏倒了。
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
神游状态。
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
那一件是什么？我不知道。哦，了解。然后呢？OK，可以了解了。
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
任务完成 ，ESC 查看进度。与我的祖先同步，哇！啊，有啊有啊，终于要开始了，终于要开始了。好，没事。所以这是我祖先。我祖先长得蛮帅的。有没有跑？这个只能慢慢走。
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yep, I'm good.
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
那个警告的是怎样？惊叹号。任务开始，致命演出，按一开始任务。
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
No, thank you. OK， 现在是要
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
在这里。前往座位。
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
OK。哦，原来我的主人是一个这样子。
My apologies.
请见谅。
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once, my father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against and for. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
£40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation.
I
can get more by staying in.
Betty hath brought more goods into our lock to year than any 5 of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live her 12 months longer.
What?
I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on them.
1,000 pardons.
Here the law allows us no
My
reward.
apologies.
There's nothing to be got by
So
the
sorry.
women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellows to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, thy observation is right. We and the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the professions besides.
Sir, Black Mall has sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a book.
我就不相信，我在这边爬，有这么多人看不到，妈每个都瞎子。舞台剧上面的也瞎子。
If none of the gang take her off, she may in the common course of business live her 12 months longer.
你看这些人呐，哦，这边都看不到手吗？真的是。啊，对面的也是啦，吼，有这么好看，这么入魂吗？看到我在这边爬，都没有人知道。看到睡着的，真的是哦。你们看到那一位先生在睡觉？你看他，好像他女儿是上那个什么，那个他老婆来叫他，真的很糟糕哎。哇！刺客就是狂。OK， 到了。哇，连这招都有。上下集中。啊，有了啦！要一直按呐，这干嘛？真的是弄那么久，真的是。 啊，没办法嘛，我是刺客啊，我不是锁匠啊。跳动啊！
But make haste and you get boy.
哎呀，又要
And
跑
your
步了。
friends know what I intend. Well, I love to make things.
The gentleman is long kept in suspense. Penitence may break his spirit ever after. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But all away.
我好像上台本地震。
But 'tis now high time to look about me for a decent execution. Against next session. I ain't a lazy rogue by whom one can get nothing till he's hanged. A register of the gang. Crook-fingered Jack. A year and a half in the service. Let me see how much the stock owes to his age. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold watches. And 7 silver ones. A mighty clean-handed fellow. Boxes, 5 of them true gold, 6 dozen of handkerchiefs, 4 silver hilted swords, half a dozen of shirts, 3 tie periwigs, and a piece of broadcloth. Considering these are only the fruits of his leisure hours, I don't know a prettier fellow. But no man alive hath a more engaging presence of mind upon the road. What dreary, alias brown will, an irregular dog, who has an underhanded way of disposing of his goods. I'll try him only for a session or 2 longer upon his good behavior.
可以吧？我还需要哦，不用当锁匠。
Haytham.
我想我都这样子，他还感应不到我。
You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known.
啊，你看那个都有延迟，不知道为什么。
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I. 哎，那小朋友在后面啊！他亲眼目睹杀人。你不说，我不说，没人知道。 然后等下就尖叫，然后等下警卫就来了。酸哦！走快一点，走快一点！有没有尖叫了，尖叫了
Come on, please!
That man there! Seize him!
哇！被搞了，我要将。
I've done no wrong, man. I swear it. In the upper part. Search him. Any weapons?
Oh my.
后来那个人是谁？我为什么要杀他？我必须出去，这里太急了，我需要先验攻击。还要过海关是不是？来让我出去。不好意思，不好意思，我有特权。 Oh yeah！ 轻松轻松。啊。
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
蛮无聊的，真的。那个听歌剧，其实以前人的娱乐就是歌剧啊，但是有些人就不喜欢了。
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
那是项链，那个是什么东西吗？啊，我可能知道，有可能是那个什么苹果嘛，那一颗苹果上面的碎片。我觉得啊，我猜测是这样子。
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
宝库大门。
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them.
然后多延迟个2-3秒。
They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is.
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
Wow, 去美洲哎！以前那时候好像还没有飞机吧？17多的时候。
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
所以就是要我去出差的意思就对了。
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
哇，明天就开啊！行李啊，行李。
Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
反正我就是一个跑腿的兼那个出差的部分。啊 ，OK， 第一章算是玩完了吧？呀，任务完成。那感谢大家的收看。如果喜欢我的影片的话，请在左下角帮我点个喜欢，右上角帮我点个订阅。我每个礼拜2都会发布影片，虽然有时候会不会发布啊，因为有时候要忙一些事情。那好，那我是抹茶，我们下次再见喽，拜拜。